April 21st, 2024. Yesterday, I I don't even know. I'm tired. And these people think it's funny killing people. I told you, it's a scam just like the Uber driver where the cartel is playing with people. They're having people kill people by proxy. They're playing Charles Manson. For it's nothing but a real life case of how to get away with murder. March 1st of 15 and 19. They called my ex-husband while I was sitting on the back porch. And he's in there talking. It's just a real life case of how to get away with murder. She'll realize it. They said the cartel is playing with people. They're calling up older people, telling people they have their family held for ransom. They're sending one of their people over to get the money, and then they call Uber driver and tell them they have to pick up some paperwork and move it for them. Take it somewhere. So the Uber driver shows up and the people shoot him. One lady's dead, another one's injured. Now, we're going to talk to these stupid people that are falling for that. If somebody actually really has your family for ransom, they would never come to your house. The police and feds would be waiting for them. That's why they do like undisclosed drops and stuff, wire transfers. You're not really that stupid. It's a way of getting people to kill people for them, just like this. It's a big drug scam. People aren't thinking. And that's where a police officer said to me, these people are thinking stupid. Nobody can be in your home. You have a right to privacy. As if your ex-husband, you think about it. My ex-husband hired the drug cartel. He hired the drug cartel. That's who was in my home before. It's documented. Nobody drugs anybody. It's illegal. It's attempted murder, kidnapping, da-da-da-da-da. Assault with a deadly weapon. They're fake sodium pentothal reports. Huh? Never had them in my home. They admitted erasing people out of the room, Photoshop washing, Photoshopped all their lives before. And I had all the signs documented by all my family physicians of having bruises I couldn't explain, throwing up, heart racing, almost passing out, and a severe personal infection. All the signs of being drugged, being raped. And because I never seen anyone, never talked to anybody before the FBI. Nobody thought of sexual predators harming me and running a sex extortion scheme. Was the drug cartel, the Florida drug cartel. Okay? That's where Michelle and Lauren are with they were with the big truck guys at Giant Eagle in May or June of 19 in Louisville, screaming they were stealing for them. Alex, the white hair guy with his hair parted side, is a medium gray truck in the Florida human traffickers. Got it. And they were with the big truck guys that kidnap people and sell women and children for sex slaves and be murdered. They're child molesters and serial killers running scams on people. As if somebody could be hired to stalk you. You can't stalk anybody. You can't even follow them around and harass them. It's harassment and menacing. Stalking and menacing. Huh? Harassment. Go to jail for that shit. And it's voyeurism tapes. Sex trafficking videos taking pictures of people naked without their permission. And they admitted they taped my grandkids going potty and sold that on porn sites, and they sold me and Dave on porn sites and being together and me showering and using the bathroom on porn sites. They called it Karen porn. People call me the woman too stupid for another man, the woman too ugly for another man. Degraded me on every level. And they should have went to jail for taping everybody in the bathroom alone. Do you understand? And let alone they drug me and raped me. And I lost 18 pounds for the FBI. I had some idiot people in Walmart today, 62. Will's going to say he was in her home before. Like they said, they tried to say that before. They never want to say Will was in her home before. That means he was one of the ones drug, beating, raping her. And he set up all this to steal from the government. And he did this on purpose. They never want to say Will was involved in all that. Huh? Never want to say that. I taped them admitting I was doing a video like this, and I was in Walmart 62 parking lot, and they're screaming off, "We talked to Will. He's going to lie for us." That he was in her home before. The video got him. I sent it into the CIA, Department of Justice, ICE. how that agent's going to lie for him. The tape got him. People were laughing at other towns. It's about time she got him. Yeah. Told you up in Friday at Bueller's North Main, some guy was in a truck. I found the tape where on a recorded line, he admitted he met with everybody and told on me that I called the FBI before I'm listed informant. That he admitted in his own words he had talked to everyone. It's all we're on a recorded line. It goes into the Department of Justice. He confessed he told on me. He told like 900 people. Man's a tattletale. All right. Oh, they were talking about some idiots going around breaking people's hands for being a part of this, and we're off in the distance complaining. Yeah, I heard about the Russian breaking people's arms and hands when the torture wasn't approved. And he wanted to know who approved it. And people were showing up with broken limbs. We told him we didn't know. He wouldn't listen. He was breaking our arms and hands. I'll tell you what, after Dave beat me on the stairway, and then he sexually assaulted me and ripped my rent, some big, huge guy showed up. Said I told him if he put his hands on her again, I'll rip his hands off his body. Dave, stop hitting me. Because they were using me as a pawn to fight over this area. And like they said, they couldn't let anybody kill me. They tried a couple times. It's been 2 drug cartels. The Iraqi terrorist, for we all work for the King from Texas, where his man Dave hired us. He sent us here to help it. He's a drug lord. U.S. military Iraqi translator went into the dark web, malware, hacking of the case, the photoshopping kind of thing. Fentanyl king. Okay. The other one's supposed to be a Russian. The M13 is supposed to help out too. Where you see the Latinos. Huh. None of this is funny. All the cartels attacked Ohio in 18 and 19. They were all caught on police surveillance. That's where I met with my one friend on January 20th, 23. I got a friend on the police department. And there was like 40, 50 cars that didn't follow me. About half of them came in. They're all in dress shirts. I thought, and they're here? He said they know about the case that agent opened with you. And they know about the Texas group. I'm like the Kingsmen, because that's what I call them. For we are all work for the King for Texas. We are his men, so I call them Kingsmen. Okay? He said, is that what they call themselves? And they all looked at me. There was a retired judge in Texas involved in this big human trafficking scam. They went down to question me, killed us out. There's also a retired judge in another state involved in this. They're going to use that case that agent opened with you to get these drug traders, human trafficking people. They found 35 people tied up in a railroad car. And African American people that are just taking them and shooting them and throwing their bodies along railroad tracks. You have so much hurt and pain in your eyes. And then he drove me in front of him until I stuttered and I cried for 2 days. And they left. The police are getting ready to take care of this. And 3 weeks later, on February 14th, 23, they did an 800 people sweep. The drug cartel showed up April 8th, 23. Giant Eagle in Hartville. If we'll use your case to infiltrate our gang, tell them to give your money, we're out of here. 2 of the undercover police said we actually did and walked off. We were hoping they didn't figure it out. Started laughing. I've been monkey in the middle for 5 years. I've been almost murdered. I've been raped and tortured July to September 19. Human trafficked between May and June of 19. I was bashed in the back of the head. I have an imprint of a ball peen hammer in the back of my head. 12/21/18, stabbed in the neck at the refrigerator, bashed in the back of the head. Let's see. And the guy that is impersonating Pete is the one that said he held me down. He's Alec, or Alex, the white-haired guy with his hair parted on the side and a beard. It's that guy. And there's a video of him harming me. And they made up this scam of the chip to cover up the attempted murder. I had migraine headaches for 2 years. It felt like half my head was gonna explode. Uh, let's see. Um, I was almost shot in the head driving December of 18. I have A6 daughters in Walmart 62. It's a 007 movie if you actually watch Karen Around the House under police surveillance. They sold the login by the first month they announced it, Walmart 62. They said, well, was going to sell the login for $25 a pop. It went across the nation. I had people from California, Washington State, Texas, Indiana, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, Florida, Georgia. And they were bragging their crimes and who they worked for. And the police just had to go after them. It was such a big case. I had military around me. I had retired military, undercover police from different places, including medical doctors and nurses helping watch me. And it was bad. I had people coming at me everywhere. And then retired officers even stepping in, volunteering. It was I had so many people around me that were bad, and they were following them back undercover. Some of the military guys showed up in uniform. They didn't care at one point. Okay, it was that Karen Around the House, Karen's Will is part of their countrywide nation. I call it nationwide human trafficking scam. I go up into Hartville. We all know our case is a nationwide human trafficking scam. We all know it. And they all know. I was up in Medina last year, and the Medina undercover police, we all know that one guy told on her before he talked to her. It's on a recorded line. He confessed. He told on me and mocked me and bullies the hell out of me. And then he opened the case and with money and immunity. He completely confesses because I tell him someone told on me the night before, you liar. I tell him about the guy that threatened to knife me at Tiny Go, you liar. He said, well, you tried to kidnap me before. Now Terry Coberly seen him and she let me tape her with her permission. He said even if a church person seen it, they would never verify it. I've talked to all those church people in that family that lost their kid in that accident that I had nothing to do with in 2003. It's 2018. And 6 months later, Strange makes up a shitty lie. Oh, you were faking over the last 4 years to get rid of me, discredit me because he thought I caught his son in adultery. It's a shitty baby lie. Had nothing to do with her kid's death. Her father was speeding and ran a stop sign in front of a bunch of church people into a semi. He killed him. It's her father's fault. It's just because somebody says something shitty about me. It has nothing to do with her father killing her kid. Okay? I've met with that family that lost their kid in that accident, and those church people, I know that they're trying to kill you because you were faking you were sick before. I said I really was sick. He's like, you liar, was there a camera above the bench? I don't know. You either say you're lying or I'll put you in jail. I'm like, what? He said, I said, say you're lying, I'll arrest you. It's like, fine, whatever. Now why you say you're faking you were sick before? I really was sick. He's like, and then he goes through the family in his office and met with all the church people. He knows they're trying to kill me because of Strange's lying. And I'm like, but I really was sick. You either say it or I'll leave you there. I'm like, but they're good. They'll try to kill me. So, they've tried to kill me. So, he's saying it or I'll leave you there. It's like, fine, whatever. Ha! What did he just say on a recorded line? Like they said, he does talk to her like that. And he does admit it. He told on her. Absolutely. And then why would the FBI help a person like you? They're going to try to kill me. So, they've tried to kill me. So, give me a real reason. Then they, well, we could use Pete's tape. A weird, blah, blah, blah. And I don't even know who Pete is. The only Pete I know is my brother Medina. I said, what are you talking about? And it's a shower scene in the other room. And Pete's Alex in a beard, framing retired Judge Pete. Okay? He's in the Florida drug cartel, medium gray truck. Okay? And then I don't know who he is. And they said something about Pete again. And it's supposed to be some kind of horrific confession. I've never talked to him. Okay? Don't talk to him. I don't even know who he's talking about. I said, what are you talking about? Stops. I bet you're going to say you don't know about this doctor with information, da da da. And I thought, I wonder if it's that lady that stole my insurance, if it's one of her bills. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And here it's a guy impersonating a doctor from Altman Hospital selling information. You would make me a millionaire. I would own them. HIPAA violations. Then, let's see. Dave told Danny he hired Pete on his own. And Pete's Alex. Scamming everybody. Framing the law enforcement up there and the judges and the Portage County Sheriff's, the drug cartel getting even with law enforcement up there. Dave was part of it. Let's see. And like Altman Hospital said, December 30th, 23, no one's to talk to these people. They had some guy impersonate a doctor from Altman Hospital selling information. It was just some guy saying it. And no one's to ever back those doctors from before. My God, they were all lying until the point they said she had brain tumors and there was nothing wrong with her. And it was medication making her sick and they were just ripping off her insurance. Two of the cops there said that all those doctors were lying. He said, yeah, it was medication errors that made her sick before. None of this is funny. Yeah. Huh? I said, what are you talking about? And he's laughing. Stops. You don't know. Why would the FBI help a person like you? Give me a real reason. I tell him about my brother-in-law, Craig, that died working at the Pentagon. My office take me somewhere and leave me. I don't have money to start. Then he offers me the $5,000 a month immunity for life, even when you tell. We'll always put it back as if it never happened. You can't be legally charged for anything for working this case. And you have that money to live on when the case is over. Let's see. And admit to no wrongdoing, and I'll take care of everything in the end. And you try it, and then he said, even when you tell. Then he says, but if you try to tell someone, I'll let you crazy, no one to help you. I talked to the Starr County Prosecutor's Office. He laughed till he cried when the guy's there. That agent can't talk to you like that, and he don't have enough authority to ask you to stay quiet. It takes a sitting judge and a jury trial. He's just a higher police officer, criminal attorney, and the police all know he doesn't have enough authority to even ask anybody to stay quiet. He was only bullying you so they get away with this. And on top of it, he confessed he told on me. I'm going to upload this.